So apparently, Rick Ross decided that he was going to get extra thug gangster while he was doing an interview and start threatening certain rappers. This dude's bugging.
I like what you said about the whack rappers that might get out of line. And just imagine if I had the chance to slap 50 Cent with this right here.
Come on, man.
Yo,
family show, Ross.
No, I'm just saying. Just imagine that. That's a blessing.
I ran out of flag.
We just talked about. No. You just mentioned it.
No, I'm not talking about him.
No, you was.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah. I caught that.
No,
the whack rappers running around.
Sorry for
and then you get the
I had nothing
with the $1 million backhand. You feel me?
No, I didn't say that.
You was talking about 50 Cent, the whack.
I'm not even thinking about him. I was talking about a time when.
No, I caught that. I caught that alley hoop.
Yo, Ross, stop.
I'm a win by Yaya.
Yeah, win by Yaya.
I'm giving Joe Crack what Joe Crack asked for. The whack rappers, the 50 Cent.
I never
You
said
threw me the alley hoop on 50. Come get it, 50.
I don't have to, but I'll be clear. I definitely wasn't thinking about 50 Cent. I was thinking about some old school rappers. I don't want to say who. Some friends of mine that back in the day, they had the game in the chokehold and then they
flopped.
Man, they
G-Unit.
to the no.
It was G-Unit. It was them. The dog cheek. What's that name? Uncle Murder. That cheek's way darker than his forehead. He need that rewind skin cream. I called that alley hoop, man.
No, I didn't do that.
I went by Yama there.
That's PG-13. I don't
Kiss, what that be?
I think inspiration.
Come on now. Let's keep it real. The cheek's dark.
Listen, you gonna say I inspired that talk?
You did.
You gonna say that
caught the alley hoop?
Rick Ross is doing a lot. I already thought he was doing too much with the whole Drake stuff in general, trying to go after him and then pulling back with a fake apology and then saying that you didn't mean the apology. Whole lot of nastiness coming from Rick Ross. In fact, before we even play the rest, let's play the nasty song. He definitely deserves that.
Yeah.
You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, yeah. You know your name. You
crazy. And I actually really enjoy Rick Ross's music, but he has this like persona to where it's extremely unrealistic.
Rick Ross not smacking nobody. I'm just talking about
sure.
smacking somebody. We saw you in Canada, brother. We saw you run on your peoples and all that. We know you not about that. We seen you run on your peoples. We know you soft, my brother.
The volume is now like Death Row Records, y'all. and this is why I'm gonna tell y'all that. I never thought it'd be like Death Row Records over there. I love the volume. Shout out to Hard Rock Betting. Shout out to everybody that adds on the show. I love all you guys. So you got Rick Ross on Joe and Jada. You got Ross telling Mal to you know what and his mom's, which is crazy. It's crazy to a point. I don't talk about nobody's mother. That's just not me.
Right.
I mean, that's me. Then you got him dissing the G-Unit and my man Murder on there. But to me, Rick Ross jokes is getting dry. Murder, clean my boat. Gail, mow my lawn. I don't care about none of that, right?
Rick Ross not smacking nobody. I'm just talking about
smacking somebody. Smacking
we saw you in Canada, brother. We saw you run on your peoples and all that. We know you not about that. We seen you run on your peoples. We know you soft, my brother.
BET Awards, right? When it happened with Jeezy, I was there. I was backstage. It was only a few good men. This is when the gunplay got his chain took and all that. Right. There was a few good men there. I'm not gonna keep saying names to be federal on here, but there was a good few men there. Was not traveling light. When Rick Ross walked by me and a few good men, because it was like maybe 5 of us, and this is when 50 is going back and forth with Diddy backstage. They going back and forth. 50 told, I think that's the day he told French, Meek is better than you. 50 was just wilding that day. There was a lot of shit going on. But Ross walked right by me. Smack got the video. He just don't want to put it out because I don't know why, for political reasons.
Smack put the video out.
He got the video. He walked right by me. They said, what up? They had like 30 with them. And I'm like, what up? It wasn't like we don't never travel light. So he knows it's not like that.
Right.
But now the volume is definitely like Death Row. I don't know what's going on. Shout out to the volume.
Why is Rick Ross trying to be super thug gangster at this age? I don't know. Is G Unit and 50 Cent the people that he should be playing with when it comes to that? I don't think so. Like, yeah, and I know Rick Ross might have some friends that's thorough. And some of those friends had got dog walked by G Unit. How is your people, the same people that's supposed to be giving you proof of authenticity, getting whooped on? They're getting mollywopped. And you still come on here talking gangster. If one-on-one and you was walking down the hallway and bumped into 50 Cent, y'all both by yourselves, you gonna act like you didn't even say what you said. Oh, let me get on right by you, brother. Let me scoop by you. Sorry about that, brother. And then you gonna run off and then act like you seen 50 Cent and he didn't do nothing when you're the one talking about some laying hands upon people. Like, that's just so ridiculous. Rick Ross is even interviewed on the PBD podcast, and for some weird reason, kept bringing up Drake and trying to dump on him.
Would you put Drake at your level?
No.
You're not putting Drake at your level.
No, see, you might be, I could see it in your eyes, you might be confused with the numbers and all of the fake numbers flood the marketplace, 50 something. That shit ain't nothing. Remember what I told you, the streets are the streets. If Drake was what he thought, you what you think he was or what he thought he was, he would have been able to clear all this shit up, address it, and been moved on. He's still suing the label. That's like him. He might sue you for speaking of him on this situation. He might sue you. He might send you a cease and desist.
That would be a compliment.
It's a nice alley-oop.
That's a nice alley-oop.
Let him know.
But if it does, I'll definitely text you and I'll say we got to share the legal fees together.
Shit, no.
Because we would share legal fees together. We get the same lawyers.
No, we won't, man. He might sue you. He sued Lucian Grange.
What did Lucian say?
I'm not sure.
Lucian is a heavyweight, though. Lucian is
I know, but
he's got a little bit dark
side
to him.
When you diss certain people and they can't deal with it emotionally, they're embarrassed, they're humiliated. That's when they sue all of these people.
Did you listen to Iceman, the new?
I listened to some of it. My engineer it was horrendous.
What do you give it? 0 to 10?
Oh man, it was. I mean, Pitchfork gave it. I said it was mid. Mid meant 5. Pitchfork gave it a 4 point something. No, but it was like, no one's my friend. You left me alone. No man, it's that type of shit.
Rick Ross is sitting here critiquing the album that he didn't even listen to. Oh, don't worry, it's gonna be proof in this video. But he didn't even listen to the damn album. I listened to it. I was hype about it. I'm not a Drake hater. I feel like a lot of people are being very nasty and disingenuous when they talk about whatever the beef with him and Kendrick Lamar, beef with him and his label, especially with the lawsuit. It really has nothing to do with Kendrick Lamar for real. It's about his label using a lot of foul practices to try to make him look crazy right while they're doing negotiations. That's a problem. People would ignore the establishment doing our artist dirty just because they think he's corny. And that's just weird to me. I don't change my opinions or my stances based on who it represents. If Kendrick sued his record label because they were doing foul practices, I would be in full support of it. It is what it is, even though Kendrick is a huge grifter. And I gotta admit, he just leans on that blackity black. The movie CB4 with Chris Rock literally predicted the future. He told you how things were back then and how it was going to be in the future. And people act like there wasn't a whole character based on Kendrick Lamar. Or that just fits Kendrick Lamar. But anyway, come on, bro. I'm not like the anti-Drake guy.
You got to be a boss out here, man.
So nothing that would be in your new playlist that you were showing.
Was it anything in my recent playlist?
I didn't hear all of them. I don't know if you got but have you personally listened to every single one of the tracks in the new album?
No, I couldn't do it.
You couldn't do it?
No.
By which one did you stop? 5?
I'm not
did
sure.
You make it to 5 or 6?
I'm not sure. You
didn't even hear it. Yep. That's crazy. Didn't even hear the damn album. And already sitting here, yeah, man, it sounds like, how you telling people what it sounds like? What? And you notice how he's like, well, Pitchfork said. what someone else said, it was like this, so this is how it must sound. The album was cool. I wasn't mad at it. I definitely wasn't mad at it. It had a lot of records that I enjoyed that I saved to my playlist. And that's not even talking about the other two albums. But then we're not even speaking on the fact that it seems like he just threw out some projects to try to get released from his record label. What type of deal did he sign with putting out 3 albums you not release? I would love to see what Drake does as an independent artist. Especially he has the funding and all that stuff to be able to push himself. I would love to see what he does.
Got to realize when it was going, it's music people that's on my team I allow them to you could be a Drake fan if you like his music. I'm not going to tell you, no, don't put, we're not on that type of shit. Listen to it if you want to listen to it. And I had people that listened to it. By the 5th song they came out, they was like, damn, this shit whack. And they went back in, listened to it. I'm like, it's not nothing that's dope. You don't hear nothing like Jay-Z and Alicia Keys in New York. I say you don't hear none of that. This a motherfucker who always bringing up Michael Jackson. What a Billie Jean at? What a Thriller? And my homies actually sat there and they lost an hour of their life for this shit.
Listen to it.
Yeah.
Are they recovering?
Yeah. Trauma.
It's tough.
It is.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Now, by the way,
when you've been waiting after you seen people put ice blocks in the middle of places and promoted and marketed and the world knew what day it was coming out and the shit came out and really, folded.
How is it performing on the charts, Rob?
Cool.
I'm not tracking how Iceman.
I'm not sure.
Performing.
I actually heard it was performing very well. I'm like, what? Heard it's like breaking records, multiple songs on Billboard. People went crazy to try to listen to his stream. In fact, I heard that certain streaming services had shut down momentarily to where people couldn't play music because there was so many people on the site. I literally was seeing comments like that too as well when I was listening to it. Because while I was listening to the project when it first came out, I was, excited to hear what it sounded like. I started seeing what was going on and what was being said on the internet while I was still listening at the same time. And a lot of people was like, yo, I couldn't even play it. Site shut down for a second. Let me try to reload in a few minutes. That was like by the masses. So
The chart.
Rose don't.
Yeah, well, let's see. Iceman recorded 140.2 million first-day Spotify streams, officially making the biggest album debut in 2026 so far. The figure has placed immediately pressure on competitors and set a new benchmark for opening. Drake's Janice has reached #1 on Apple Music. So that shows it's doing okay. That's showing it's doing pretty good.
I don't know what you're reading, but do me a favor and pull up Spotify. Let's go to the real streaming. Pull up Drake's Spotify. That didn't even have a logo, which you was just reading. So you might be an Iceman fan.
I'm not listening to it, just so you know. Okay, so how do you go to see where it's ranking?
I'm not sure. I'm talking about the articles. That look like the stream. I don't know.
So Rob, why don't you type in Drake, Iceman, then go to news, reviews.
You like Drake. You like Drake. You've been talking about him 20
just so
minutes
you
now.
know, I will tell you, this is the fun fact about me. I stopped, my hip hop stopped in early
hip-hop.
2000.
This not hip hop.
His not hip hop.
No, this not hip hop. I like how he used the Michael Jackson glove right around the time the Michael Jackson movie came out. He ride that wave. He know how to ride a wave, but it ain't working.
Right. It couldn't be because he's the top rapper. Michael Jackson was the top singer. At both of their peaks, people put a lot of false allegations on him. In fact, the exact same false allegations. And it's even believed that the industry both did this at very coincidental times when power was about to be achieved by both parties. Yeah, nah. I'm definitely not falling for that. Rick Ross is clearly just hating, bro. clearly. But that's my opinion. Tell me what yours is down in the comment section. Hit the like button, share the video as well. And also do me a huge favor and check out my music. It will be the pinned comment if I remember, but check it out. I'm back on streaming platforms and stuff too.